as usual, we've got another little delivery. So the other Mario turned up, and it's not bad condition really. All the face is nice and sound. This one's got a slight little bit of damage just on the face. It will probably need a little blob of weld, and then just a diamond cutting again. But yeah, these are such funky wheels. It's a shame they both ended up being 13s, which is kind of good and bad. It's bad that I wanted to keep them if they were 14s, but it's good that they're both 13s. So that means I can sell them on, and hopefully someone will give them a nice life with some sexy lips on there. But also, just to seal the deal, Cameron made these caps. They're actually like a 3-piece cap. So I think you've got the bottom base bit, and then you've got the hexagonal bit, and then or octagonal bit, and then you've got the badge bit which he's painted, and then it just pops in. I think it glues into there. It's like a 3-piece cap. They're actually modelled directly off of the original Mario caps, because that I borrowed off Josh. So I borrowed one off and sent it to Cameron, and he replicated it perfectly really. It's just printed with silver 3D print material, and then I think he used the resin printer possibly for the, well, I'm not too sure with the lines on it for the Mario, but yeah, he painted them all up. Yeah, just finished them off with the caps on, didn't it? Really, they look pretty cool. Yeah, it's so 80s, it's unbelievable. But yeah, they're really cool. Also, that arrived is this Longchamp XR4. This is a 14 by 8.5 A-type. So the lowest offset. Nice chunky dish on it. So this is actually 4x120, which sucks. I mean, the nut seats look quite new. But yeah, it's not seen a lot of action. Just a bit dirty. But this is going to have, I'm going to cut the lip off, cut the barrel off. The barrel will probably end up on my Techno Phantom, the one that had the bent barrel. And the lip will probably end up on something else, because quite a lot of wheels run the same 250mm or 249.6mm centre that the XR4s do. And then try and sell the centre. Someone might want to make a clock or something out of it. 4x120 is not, it's old Mazda, I think. There's not many old Mazdas over here, and no one's going to need just a single face. But yeah, I'll go to a good home. It will save another wheel with a 4x1 and 4.3. Carrying on with the 4x120 theme, we have this pair of Racing Forge FGs. I think these are 14x7. Can't remember the offsets, but these are pretty cool. But the reason I bought these, because they would have been useless with the 4x120 faces, but randomly they came with a pair of 4x114 faces. The gold anodized is really nice. Yeah, so I just got to swap them over. Possibly these have been in part before, because the valve to the left of that nut hole, they're in different places. It's a bit strange. Someone's either put one of the faces in slightly different rotation to the other wheel. Don't know, it's a bit weird. But yeah, very cool wheels. This is one of Japan's first kind of 3-piece wheels back in the day. They look quite modern, to be honest. Quite a modern design. They don't look that old, really. It's kind of like a late 80s, early 90s almost. But yeah, these were made back in the 70s. So definitely ahead of their time. Cool wheel. And definitely want to make these wider in the future. Just that gold anodize, nothing beats it really. Especially when it's aged a bit, it's just got a bit of, just takes the yellowness out of it and makes it a bit more pale. It's really nice. I thought I'd show you the other side of these. These are nice and chunky. They've also got the strengthening ribs, and you've got the it says Racing Forge, which is basically Racing Forge. And yeah, they're made by Furalco Furauco. Yeah, Furauco. So 14-inch. Yeah, nice things. But weirdly, on these, it was listed in the listing on Yadge. They're actually a slightly different offset. If you can see that left one has a slightly bit more meat. It's really hard to pick up on the camera. If you look in where the nut seat is there, and then where the nut seat is in there. Yeah, so there's not much there. And then a little bit more there. So this is going to need probably about 3mm, 2mm maybe, taken off this face to get them exactly, which is kind of strange. Maybe the different dates, or I'm not sure, but they look exactly the same other than that. Just one's a bit dirtier. Had a bit of a delivery today. It was like 26 wheels or something arrived. Yeah, a couple are tucked away already. Like there's a another GT Steel, you know, Celica GT Steel 13x5 that's arrived. That's going to get widened once I find another 2 to complete the set. And also a 14-inch version of the SSR Mark IIR. That's tucked away waiting for 3 more to turn up. But yeah, let's start with these. So obviously these are Watanabe. They're just like a 14x6 ET40 4x100, so proper FF spec. And at the same time, these popped up as well. So they're exactly the same spec, 14x6 ET40, and these are black racings. So made similar time as the Watanabes, and literally almost look exactly the same. And to be honest, the black racings are actually, they're lighter than the Watanabes. Even my 14x9s, they're not a light wheel, quite heavy compared to, you know, SSR stuff, and probably the lightest stuff is like Riverside and Superstar stuff, really light. But yeah, so just gonna make these look the same now. They're in really good nick, really. They've not even had any curbing over their life, so they're looking pretty smart. Just need to be the same colour and get them sold, get those gone. So even down to, like, you know, where the logo is and the valve placement is the same on these wheels. So obviously I think Watanabe came first, but I think Black Racing might have done it better with a lighter wheel. Next up, we've got a single SSR Star Shark, which actually is really cool in the black, kind of classy. It's in not bad condition, just a little bit of curving nicks here and there. But for some reason the the nut seats are missing. So somebody's taken them out and used them for something else, possibly. But yeah, it's pretty tidy underneath. Got the old Collins stamp on the face, Speedstar, and the PCD, and Katakana bolts saying Speedstar on them, which means it's an older one. So yeah, nice. Picked up this tidy set Advan A3A. Really good condition, really, apart from, you know, a bit of scabby face on a couple of them, which normally happens. 2 of them got my favourite caps. I like these better than the AV caps you can get. I think they're way cooler with just the A graduation. Yeah, standard ET6 14x6 4x1, 4.3. Yeah. The classic A3A in the red. Nice. So another set of Longchamps. I think this is about my 16th, 17th set now. So the UK is starting to fill up with Longchamps, but for good reason. Classic looking wheel. These ones just need a bit of a tidy up. This one's got a little bit of curbing need to get rid of. This one's the tidiest. So this pair are 14x6 A type, which is like 80/14, and these are the 14x6.5 A type, which is 88. So yeah, should make a nice little set for someone. Speaking of Longchamps, here we have a 15-inch. So this one's got 8 bolts. These ones have 10. So easy way to see the difference between. I think I said that in the last little bit. But the best thing about 15s is this little Longchamp little sticker that comes with them. Not sure why they have them on this. But, yeah, nice little detail. And they seem to last quite well because they're metal. But yeah, 15. Just a 15x6. Quite a skinny one. Just had a little bop on the lip, unfortunately. But would be handy for someone to have as a spare, or yeah, get a nice deep lip on there. So this looks like a normal SSR Formula Mesh. Pretty standard. Yeah, but this is a 4x108 Formula Mesh, which is yeah, a bit strange. So this would have either been on a Ford or a Citroen or Peugeot or possibly Caterham. Caterham's a 4x108 as well, and you see quite a few sets pop up where people put. There was a set of Star Formula that are from a Caterham on the auctions. Look really cool actually. But yeah, so hopefully there's someone out there that fancies this as a spare for the Citroen, Peugeot, Ford. Just something different. These are the SSR Mark II R. Yeah, really cool looking wheel. And they've got this kind of motorsport bent over lip. So, you know, when they get curved or something, it's not going to rip a hole in the wheel and let the air out. So you see that on a lot of racing stuff. Randomly on the Z Comp, they have the same as well. And those Marios that I've had in. So he's a Mark II Progressor, whatever the word is. So these are the next model on from the SSR Mark II. They're quite cool. I think they look nicer in 15-inch than 14. I think these are slightly kind of convex face. But yeah, got the Torx hardware. And, they're a 2-piece welded, so the face just unbolts and comes out. And then you've got the weld just below this silicon seal here. On the later Speedstar stuff, they started siliconing up rather than the weird like goop you see on the older ones. So these are 14x6.5 plus 34, so the B type and PCD 100. And I've actually found another 2 of these to make the set. So they're floating their way over from Japan. Just got to wait for them to turn up. Part of the delivery as well was these 5 Hayashi Racing Commands. So these top pair are 13s and these 3 are 14s. So the lips need a little bit of love. They've had, so in the previous owners not been too good at parking. Lots of little chippy bits. And these ones are actually going to have some weld added to bring that little lip back. I don't know what's happened. Someone's done quite a big scuff on those, but they're easy to bring back to life. Bead a weld and then just sand them down. always cool looking wheels. Look really good with the black centre caps. I think I prefer them to the green that I've got on my other ones. So I might make some stickers for my green ones, just so I can swap between. So that's a tidy looking 14 compared to a slightly tatty 14. Well, I've actually got 5 of these 14s, so the worst one, probably this one, because the face damage that can be sorted. A little blubber weld and then have them diamond cut. But yeah, someone have a nice set of 5. They can use one as a spare. Cool wheel. These Hayashis always stand the test of time. Like the stickers always survive the best. Come on, 3-piece wheel. Cool logo as well. So yeah, just got to wait for 2 more 13s to turn up and 2 more 14s. This pair of 13s are really nice condition for the age. But 1978. So yeah, they're getting on now. Very tidy. Been well looked after. Finally, we've got this set of Watanabe RS8. So they're made by SSR for Watanabe. I don't know if Watanabe make the face or not too sure, but they've got SSR and Watanabe stamps on them. So this is a 15-inch set, 15 by 6.5. I think, where are they? Oh, it's on here. Plus 34. So they're B-type again. Main difference between this set and the set I had. Main difference between this set and the previous set I've owned. These are 15s rather than 14s. And these ones are 4x100. So I've been trying to get more 4x100 stuff in, because I always get asked for it. And finding cool 4x100 stuff sucks. Because everyone's like, oh, I want long champs, But yeah, they're never made. These long champs in 4x100. Only the XL4S, and they look shite really. Compared to these are nice and simple. But yeah, there you go. Little wheel delivery. More coming soon. Excuse the mess in here. It's been a bit crazy recently. But I've had the lips machined out to suit these Racing 6. Looks so good. The fit on it is perfect. So I've just got to get these centres properly primed, masked up, and get them sprayed black, and then get the centres diamond cut, because this is just a little tickle with the polisher on it. No, it's not really the finish I want. I think diamond cut for these would look pretty cool. Kind of nice shiny centre with the slightly duller lip. This could do with a little bit more of a polish, just a little bit. But I do quite like this finish, where it's obviously not too shiny, as I always go on about being not too shiny. Because with my Spirit 33s, I've got too shiny, which is I'm going to keep them like that because it's pretty mad. But these will be a nice change. Just such a shame this face isn't concave. I don't know why I didn't make the spokes concave, but there you go. Yeah, it's going to look good. So these will be the rears. These will be 9s. And then the fronts are up there. So yeah, I think I might have to put like a little 20mm spacer or something on the front, just to get them to stick out a little bit more. But it should be good. What I also need to do is put some nut seats in, because these ones are absolutely destroyed. So I knocked them out, and so we've got to chuck the new ones in. You can just tap them back in with a socket and a hammer, and just beat them back in. I think you're supposed to press them in, but yeah, it works just the same.